and we dominated. So we showed y'all, even if y'all could say we don't know how to, y'all do, because y'all seen us do it. Y'all seen our struggles as our sons, as our fathers, as our nephews, as our neighbors, as our everything, our picks, our choices. Y'all know it all too well because y'all been standing by seeing it, and the results of it is what we living in today. And the thing is, we got to say, how do we change it? And I ask so many people, how do we change it? And I'm waiting to get an answer. I wish I could. I wish I did have an answer, but I don't right now. But I'm still working on it. And the only way I could get one is to collaboratively speak to the people around me and talk to them to find out what is it that we need. I know everybody say unification. We need, to unite, come together. Okay, we got a problem with that. We can't come together. We can't because we too busy competing against each other. Sit down and take a look at what's around you. Every other culture does that. They come together. They don't mind living with each other. They don't mind doing for each other. Because at the end of the day, when you win, I win. And we all look like we winning when we help each other, when we contribute. There's a contributory factor that needs to happen in every family first. And it is cultural. Unfortunately, we stopped teaching that culture. We stopped passing it on. And I talk to so many other women my age, in their 5th decade, 6th decade, 7th decade, and they all say the same thing. Oh, I know. But did you tell your daughters? Did you tell your nieces? Did you tell your sisters, your aunts, your grandmothers? Did you tell them? Because you know. I know from not my mother, but my grandmother. And by me knowing that, I've always taught it to everybody around me. They think I'm fucking crazy. But I'm not going to stop telling them. I'm not going to stop preaching my truth. I'm going to say what I think would make us as women better. And that's great examples. And we don't have too many of them. Because the women that's in their 6th, 7th, and 8th decade are trying to be like the women in their 2nd, 3rd, and 4th decade. By 40, you should have all that shit out your system. And unfortunately, we don't. So we fighting with it and each other every day as opposed to fighting together. But hey, that's my journey, and that's my, again, I know most people don't know what their purpose is. I woke up, had that conversation with myself one day, and now I know my purpose. And I ain't got to state it because I show it and I do it every day. Nobody can ever say that I've done any wrong to them or mistreated or misused them. And I always tell everybody I deal with, my reputation is important. Don't ever speak bad of my name and don't speak bad of me if I've never done anything to you. If I've done something to you, then you got right to speak, and I know what I do, so I know I don't fuck over people or do them dirty. So again, it is what it is. But females, get on your game, and we can sit down, but we still got to support the brothers behind us so they can stand up, because they can't stand up without our support. They need us. And we shown them what our value is by showing them we can do our job and your job too. Even though it ain't a job, it's a collaborative thing. But we showed them. So how can they say that they can't and they won't now? I tell my husband all the time, like, what do I tell you? I say, yo, if there's a Asian woman getting assaulted in the street, I guarantee you there's going to be 50 Asian men that help her. Every Asian man that's in the presence. Same thing with any other nationality. They're going to be, with black people, I have seen black people pull their phone out. Us people pull our phone out, but never render assistance. We gotta start assisting, helping. Because if my brother can't, I can. And that's how we need to look at it. That's how we need to, again, the unity of brotherhood for us black people is dwindling. And we suffering. We suffering. We suffering. We suffering, y'all. We gotta figure this out. We can't. Me and Coop on a walk through the neighborhood in the morning as we do. We usually walk to the gym. But I didn't bring my wipes or nothing, so won't be going to the gym today, but maybe later on today. But again, I just wanted to come because I meant the trauma bonding, the drama, the females trying to be more men than the men, and the men accepting, the females for being, half of what they're showing, half of what they are. Again, wholeness is how good you complete me. So, again, I think that us coming together could really help. And it starts with conversation. So this is our way of starting that conversation. And we lean on a lot of other couples as well. And we have a good core group of friends and elders that lead us. If we need that, we have the ability to go to that. And the good thing about my husband and I is that we never stop using that. We never stop, relying on somebody else to help us, as well as to be there to help somebody else. Because none of us got it right. None of us. Even what I'm saying about the trauma and the bonding and all of this, I'm just saying don't go to nobody that they not helping their own situation. How do you think they're going to help yours? Or do you just need to bond with somebody that's going through the same thing you're going through? You ain't looking for help. You looking for sympathy. You looking to be a victim of. So let's stop being victims and start being soldiers, warriors. Let's let Isis wisdom gonna get me for that one. But hey, call my sister out, my hometown sister, because we both in AZ. But yes, she gonna get me for that one. But again, yeah, let's be warriors. Let's start this journey, this fight. Let's mentally fight first, and we won't ever have to physically fight. We've been physically fighting for too long. So let's go ahead and figure it out and start it how it need to be started. I'm ready. You ready, Mr. Cooper?
Born ready.
Hey, if you always ready, you ain't never got to get ready. And I'm ready. Yeah. And we out.